Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to put his foot into this one, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Oh my God. Good grief. This ball's cool.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
There we
and
go.
Early, how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield? Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Y'all having enchiladas?
Racist, no joke.
Mayfield off the play fake.
I don't know. Oh my God!
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Please don't be anything
Throwing,
serious.
Mayfield. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or take
throw out a sack.
It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and he will take this one.
Oh, God, that is terrible.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves,
but the ball floated right through his
hands. You just sort of go,
fucking throw out a sack.
This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Man, that is weak.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on the uptick.
Ugly.
Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup. And
some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. DJ Waddle. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Wow.
The
Man,
kick is through the
killed my
uprights to
kicker.
tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And they're able to get this one across.
He held on to that. That's crazy.
19 yards that time for number 19. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The Vikings had 6 and 10 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his tight end,
Douglas, you got to come down.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 42. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How the hell did Jair
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen.
Alrighty.
17 yards out. And the Vikings have moved out in front.
It's not working.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive, the less into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
Why does he still have time even though I'm sending people?
Pick up there at 22. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
That should have been a fumble, man.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Yay.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
They called it touchdown.
4th down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught.
That's crazy.
The Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterback's made.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
And Jair is getting roasted
for a Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
That's just
stupid. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has. Showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Was a throw out of sack, pick 6. So it was stupid.
Rodgers now on first down.
I pressed the wrong button.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And complete, right side to Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. Lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Second most called penalty in the
NFL. This will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I was trying to play it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Oh, okay. Come here. Just make
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to mind. They can't get it all back at once. They probably need something.
He ain't playing around.
Hell no.
He just did it out as a filler.
For any of those coordinators, they just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum. A little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Yes, no season.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going from the start as he's in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
What up?
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. A nice return. Gets 12 yards back. And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And some room to work. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
This shit is annoying. This shit is annoying.
Some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackle behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but we're going to see right now in the 3rd quarter. He's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
I can't get any fucking
The Packer
protection
offense ready to
whatsoever.
get their
This
next
is
drive
just
underway.
insane.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of
Probably
this
had
situation,
something
but they
way
also
down the
understand
field
they've got to
more
move
if
the
I
ball
waited,
and move
but
fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense.
Yeah, I just don't feel
because it was a drag route, and he ran it
safe
shallower
right
than
now.
normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain
There
any
we go.
yardage.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
There we go.
Romeo Dobbs, 77 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, that's it.
They run again on 1st down. Cook.
It don't matter because he's stiff on
And
Kenny
down
Clark.
he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there.
That's
1st
crazy.
down Vikings.
Muscle damage has
Had
been
him in the
done
backfield,
there.
and he's stiff on
3
him.
times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Again, it's Cook. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not
That
getting
is
ground.
crazy.
Down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after
That
the
is
catches.
crazy.
That winds
They
up
do that
going for
all the way
38.
across his
So a
body.
big play as it gets him all the way down to the
Across the
20 now for 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw.
I am
Fletcher
Cook.
Cox
He's
there
gonna fall
for the
forward.
tackle.
But that call makes sense because
Hit him
they've
in
been
the
throwing well on
backfield.
this
It don't
drive. And
matter.
once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Thielen's got
Thielen
it.
is wide
Touchdown Vikings.
Ah,
Great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
maybe, yeah.
Down the middle.
I gotta
lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I gotta stop thinking my people can guard them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not
every
worry about
other
how far
throw
they are
is
down on
under
the scoreboard,
pressure.
but to just remember the last drive and how it ended, go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
What actually blocked? Look what happened.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Caught on a slant. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack.
Again, everyone.
On downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example.
Yeah, he does it. That's crazy.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone.
Get a turnover.
6 and a Packer touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Oh, boy.
This one is the fair catch. A signal for and take it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4 minutes.
Tackle for loss.
This
I didn't know my defense could do that.
Establish themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
Somehow score without using any timeouts.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Gotta score without using any timeouts and then get a
The
stop.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Neil
nice
Hunter
thing is
hurt.
that you still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's
And the Neil Hunter.
He's sacked back at his 24. It'll be a loss of 10.
5 sacks this game. That is awful.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
And I'm sacked again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
God.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
And he smoked
is
it.
into the end zone for the touchdown.
But I wasted too much fucking time.
Still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Oh my God, I smoked it.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Well,
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
On for it. Guess he's probably gonna run around and throw the ball away.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete.
Damn, and that could have.
Oh, well. And they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up
I
with
could
a
have
big
tried
stop.
to run it back, but I burned too much time getting sacked on that last drive.
One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. With that, the ball game is over.
I'm in, but I lost.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And when real estate